What is going on, Diablo fans? Dobrunsky here, back with another episode from the Human Bot Project series. So for those that aren't familiar with what this video project is about, I crush thousands of Diablo 2 MF magic finding runs, and then I compress all of the drop highlights in a quick little compact edited video for you guys to enjoy. Now before we dive into recapping the loot from this video series, which is 1000 pit runs with my MF Lightning Sorceress, there's a few frequently asked questions I want to cover. And the first up is, what player's difficulty setting did I farm the pits on with my Lightning Sorceress? And the answer is players 1, targeting only champions and boss packs. Now these guys, regardless of the player's difficulty setting, they always have the same drop odds and will drop the same number of items. So I chose to maximize MF and play on player's difficulty 1. The second question is, how much total percent MF did I farm pits with? And the answer is just slightly under 500. Now, tailoring my gear a little bit differently, I could get above 600, but I just went 500. That was enough for me. And the final question is, why did I choose to farm the pits for this project? And that is because the pits is a level 85 area, and champions and boss packs within this Diablo 2 location have the potential to drop every item in the game. Now, if you don't understand the mechanics of monster level in regards to which specific items can drop, I do have a previously made video on my channel. The link for it is in the description below, and I explain how the monster level interacts with the quality level of specific items and how that determines drop. So if you guys want a refresher, that video is there for you guys to just brush up on your Diablo 2 knowledge. But that basically covers everything they wanted to talk about. So let's recap all of the best loot from these 1000 pit runs with my MF Lightning Sorceress. The first decent item from this pit run project drops from a skeleton boss on run 87. It's a set lacquer plate, which is Talrash's guardianship. This armor rolled a little bit low on the defense with 867 out of a maximum 941 defense roll. Followed by an interesting but trollish base drop 9 runs later, a superior map bow with 3 to bow and crossbow skills and 13% enhanced damage. Larzik can only put a maximum of 5 open sockets in this base, making this bow useless for powerful bolt runewords like Ice or Faith. I could make a CTA in this bow for some weird hybrid Amazon build that could use it as a buff on the offhand. Another troll set item on run 140. One of the many set sacred armors that drops over the course of this 1000 run project, the Immortal King chest piece. The trend of rare set items continues on pit run 209. This time a set corona drops from a skeleton boss, Griswold's Valor. I would have loved to see this item roll Crown of Ages, but RNG was not with me this time. The first notable rune pops from a sparkly chest just 3 runs later. It's an Ist rune, the staple rune for dedicated magic finding builds. The first decent unique from this human bot project drops on run 283. It's a unique mithril coil, which is Verdungo's. This belt rolled above average with 14% damage reduction out of a possible 15% and 35 out of a maximum 40 for vitality. Another set sacred armor drop on pit run 339. The second IK body armor to drop so far during this 1000 pit run project. An interesting weapon base drops about 60 runs later. It's an ethereal ghost spear. It's not necessarily the most valuable base, but it can be used to make something like a Breath of the Dying for a niche character build like a Fend Amazon. 10 runs later, an Ormus Robes drops. Unfortunately, it rolled 3 to telekinesis, making it virtually a useless body armor. I loot a really nice pair of magic finding boots on pit run 446. It's hard to tell who specifically dropped the unique battle boots, but these Wartravs rolled 44% MF out of a maximum of 50%. The hunt for those elusive 50 MF Wartravs continues. One of the rarest unique items in the game drops from a boss rogue about halfway through this project on pit run 493. It's a unique Bloodlord skull, which is Dark Force spawn. It rolled very poorly, however, with 1 to all necro skills, with a maximum of 3 each skill level. I haven't dropped any valuable ethereal uniques so far, but this changes on run 650. I loot an ethereal wire fleece, which is Gladiator's Bane. This is a valuable body armor for niche mercenary builds that focus on farming Neelathak because of the damage reduced stat on the armor. This stat helps to significantly negate the crazy high damage that Neelathak snakes can do to you and your mercenary. A really nice small charm drops on pit run 718. It's a 15 to life, 11% fire res small charm. It rolled perfect on fire res and 5 off of perfect for plus life. This is a nice small charm that is valuable on any caster build that wants to make up for the lack of fire res on the runeward Spirit. I may have missed this item on a Bale Wave, but I did not miss it this time around. I loot a unique Hydra Bow on run 773. The only varying stat on this bow is the Mana Leech, and this one rolled the lowest possible of 6% out of a maximum of 8%. Another troll set item, but this time it is not a sacred armor. A set diadem drops off of a Carver boss on run 806. Avina's Diadem. A horrible item to loot if you're still trying to farm for your first Griffin's Eye. A useless but trophy holy grail item drops just 8 runs after Mavina's Diadem. It's a pair of Eth Warboots, which are Gore Riders that happen to roll a perfect 200% enhanced defense. A nice little trophy Eth item for show, but sadly, not usable. On pit run 836, I loot my second Talrash's armor. This one did roll with a bit better defense than the previous Tal's armor, 910, again out of a maximum 941, but that hunt for the elusive, perfect 941 defense Tal's armor continues. 8 runs later, another Istern pops from the sparkly chest, the Pits level 2. It's interesting how many repeat drops that I've had so far during these MF runs. Probably the most exciting drop for me during this human bot project happens on run 871. It's an item level 88 unique sacred armor. I ended up identifying this body armor live on one of my streams. The link for that highlight video is in the description below, but by the thumbnail, I'm guessing that you probably already know how it rolled. The very next run, I loot my favorite single drop from this entire 1000 run project. It's a unique ring which rolled a 100% perfect Ravenfrost, 250 to attack rating, 20 to dexterity. Not the most valuable unique ring, but I think it's pretty cool that I looted a perfect Ravenfrost. I loot a noteworthy skiller off of a Carver boss on run 900. It rolled 1 to poison and bone skills with 7% faster run walk. Plus life, FHR, or strength would be far more valuable to me, so this is a pretty bland necro skiller. Another set sacred armor drops on pit run 954, marking my third Immortal King armor during this human bot project. In total, 3 IK armors and 1 unique sacred armor in 1000 runs. That's some pretty crazy drop luck if you ask me. My last 2 noteworthy drops ironically happen to occur on the very same pit run. First, I loot a 1 to curses, 38 to plus life necro skiller. I would have loved to seen this roll poison and bone, or plus cold, light, or fire skills for the sorceress instead of useless curses. But I followed it up with a very nice unique amulet, a 29 to all resistances, Mara's Kaleidoscope. Well guys, there you have it. That wraps up all of the best drop highlights from this 1000 pit run project from the Human Bot Project series. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite drop was. For me, it had to be the perfect Ravenfrost. That was just the mint unique drop for me. But as always guys, if you could throw a like on this video, share it, and even consider subscribing if you're new to my Diablo channel. I post new weekly content and stream on a consistent basis, so your support with a sub would mean a lot. Other than that, guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you who's a member of the Big D gang that is hitting the join button below. You guys are helping me pursue the goal of a full-time YouTuber, so I really do appreciate the support, and it does mean a lot. But I hope you guys have a fan-frickin-tastic day, and I'll see you in my next Diablo 2 video or live stream. Peace out.